Mic check 1 2. Testing. Hello, everyone. This is an exciting day. This is so exciting. My heart is quivering. It's going boom, 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 boom. This is an exciting celebration, and it is the last day that we're going to be together as a creative confidence group of the year 2022. And I hope that today's experience and all of the folks that are going to be talking today, that you will listen to them, open your heart and your mind, so then you could hear what they're saying, okay? Because it's all about you today. And they're coming here to get to know you. So I hope that you really have a chance to talk about your beautiful projects, your absolutely creative projects that you did as a team. And I'm so glad that this is your hour, okay? So right now we're going to take a pause because the folks are going to be coming in shortly. And if you have any questions or anything, please see the adults in your area, okay? Thank you. Real quick, everyone. Did anybody find a blue pair of glasses? I misplaced them. A blue pair of glasses? Raise your hand if you're going on the bus today, going back to the school on the bus. Raise your hand if you're going back on the bus. It is very important that you listen to all instructions and that you quietly move when it's time to line up to go meet the bus, okay? We don't want to leave anybody behind that needs to get on that bus. Thank you very much. Okay, folks, they're coming in right now. In moments like this is when I feel like singing Amazing Grace. It just calms me down. Can you sing it to calm me down? Oh, so am I. I wonder if we have a singer in the hustle. Can you sing it in the hustle? You sing it.
Good afternoon, everyone. All right. Let me say that again. Good afternoon, everyone. All right. My name is Bashan Carpenter, and I am delighted to be here as a community member of Barstow to celebrate the young men of the GIA Creative Confidence Program. Let's give it up for the youngsters here. So I just said a mouthful already, GIA, Growing Inland Achievement and Creative Confidence. I'm not going to explain that, but I'm calling Dr. Bag up in just a second, and she's going to make sure we understand all of that. I want to say that we are so proud of these young men today. We came around from miles, some of us. If you came from more than 10 miles away, can you raise your hand to come see these? Look around, kids. If you came from more than 30 miles away, if you came from more than 60 miles away, if you came from more than 90 miles away, all right, that ends it. So let's give God, let's give him a thank you. If you didn't know I'm a pastor and I almost said it, let's give God a hand praise. I'm sorry. I don't want to forget that we've got some folks out in Zoom sphere. In the Zoomosphere. So say hi to them. Thank you for coming on in the Zoomiverse or whatever you want to call it. We got folks online that came to celebrate you, and so did we. I want to start off by introducing the visionary behind the GIA Creative Confidence Program and the superintendent and president of Barstow Community College. She dreamed this up. I don't know, I can't imagine what it was like in the early stages. She put a great team together. She put people from around the community and around Southern California and throughout the state, actually, together to kind of figure this out. She put the dream out there, and she asked people to run with it. And so you're seeing the fruit of what she kind of dreamed out. The kids are here. The dream is coming true. Let's put our hands together for Dr. Eva Bagg.
Pastor Carpenter, thank you so much. You know, welcome everyone. I've been looking forward to this day for quite some time now. Time to showcase the work of the amazing 8th grade young men from Barstow Junior High School. They've been working through the past year in our Creative Confidence Project. To give everyone a little context to this program, first of all, I can tell you it wasn't me, it was a team of us. That put a great deal of thought, effort, and quite frankly, pure love into this collaborative project. It began with some very dedicated educators and supporters of the Barstow community who hold a strong belief that the greatest resource in our community and hope for a bright and more vibrant future is our people, and especially our youth. We started with the fundamental premise that our youth are inherently creative, resilient, and motivated to be active agents in the trajectory of their own work and civic lives, in shaping their own futures. We also believe in the power of education, and many of us here are educators of K-12. But despite our best intentions, we grapple with the reality that there's a lot of creativity just sparking in the room here. We grapple with the reality that the innate creativity of our youth is far too rarely fully embraced and nurtured on our school and college campuses. We've also observed over recent years a decline in attendance at school, and especially sharp decrease in the proportion of men in higher education. At Barstow Community College about 30 years ago, we saw that there were about half of our students were males. By 2012, that proportion decreased to about 4 out of 10. Today, only 3 out of 10 students attending Barstow Community College are men. Something is happening that we must figure out so that the bright minds and compassionate hearts of all of our youth, and especially our youth of color, stay engaged, so that the potential with which they were born can be realized, nurtured, and launched into the world. It was this set of beliefs and concerns that met the opportunity made available by Growing Inland Achievement with their 2020 Innovation Award. GIA, if you don't know, is a regional K-16 education collaborative that works to achieve educational and economic equity in the Inland Empire. We were delighted and honored that GIA chose our project as one of the 2020 winners and supported the development and implementation of our pilot program through a 2-year award. And we are so grateful. I think, I didn't see her, but she may have snuck in, Ida Hermosillo, the Director of Network Engagement. Did Ida make it in today? She was intending to. I hope she didn't get caught on the 15 freeway, but hopefully she'll make it before the end of the program. GIA recognizes the need to support collective impact projects like ours, where the promise of transformative change for students' learning experience is met through focused partnership with industry, community, and schools. The work itself is innovative, and that we're developing the first ever tool to measure the creative confidence of our youth. And we have brought global industry leaders in innovation to inform the design of immersive learning experiences that bolster our youth's confidence and allow them opportunities to take on real-world design challenges that will develop the skills and disposition to make them competitive, value-contributing agents in the future world of work. Garner Holt's Education Through Imagination team of highly gifted educators are also here and have been working closely with the students whose work you will see and hear about today. And I think they're all here, but just noteworthy are Janine Hobbs, the Educational Programs Coordinator. Is Janine here today? There, you're all there. Like, why am I missing you? Janine. We also have Danya Morales, the Creative Learning Specialist. Danya. And Chandler Greeno, After-School Program Specialist. Chandler, thank you. You women have been so amazing. Thank you so much for your dedication and commitment to this project and to the men that you've been working so closely with all year. Thank you so much. So this showcase today is really showcasing the students, much more so them than the work products themselves. We have watched them develop coding skills, draw on their creative abilities, and clearly develop increasing confidence in themselves and in one another. We see great potential in each of these young men, and I thank each of you for your commitment to this project and to the support that your families, many of them here today, have provided you to help keep you engaged in this project. We celebrate you today. There's a whole community here in support of you, and we encourage you to continue to rely on your confidence that you've been building over the past several months. And please remember that you can do it, that you can succeed in your lives ahead. And before we begin the program, I would like to acknowledge many important guests who have come to Barstow, as Pastor Carpenter had said, from a long distance, many of them, to learn about the program and really to meet the young men here today. And I apologize if I've missed some folks who came in later, but really want to acknowledge from San Bernardino County, Superintendent of Schools, we have Dr. Michael Richards here with us today. Thank you, Dr. Richards. Such a strong supporter of the college and the community, Carrie O'Neill, thank you. Curriculum Specialist, Mountain Desert Career Pathways. We've got a coalition from the Mountain Desert Economic Partnership, MDEP. We've got Matt Wells, Jessica Swift, and Summer. I forgot your last name. Moreno, thank you. From Barstow Unified School District, I didn't see him, but hopefully he will be here. Scott Godfrey, the Assistant Superintendent of Educational Services. Mr. Godfrey. The principal of Barstow Junior High, Eusebio Zavala. Thank you for being here. think we have Brian Wiley, Assistant Principal of Barstow Junior High. Did he make it as well, Mr. Wiley? Maybe he'll be coming. Thank you. Renee Gonzalez, who's been very consistent in supporting our young men. Thank you, Renee. Martha Reyes, Dean of Students, thank you so much. Right there with the students always. Not sure if she made it, but from XP Future, the program manager, Patty Negretti. Patty, are you here today? Strong supporter of the community. Hopefully she'll come later. We also are delighted to have the Barstow College Foundation President, Elaine Villarreal. Elaine. Executive Director of the Foundation, Melanie Bernal. Also very happy to have a Director of the Foundation who's here with us, Eddie Seehafer. Thank you for coming, Eddie. Juan Rivera is also here, a new director to the foundation. Thank you. And sitting next to Juan, we have Barstow City Council, Mr. Tim Silva. Thank you so much. And from the office of Congressman Jay Obernolte, we have his representative, Sonia Miranda, is here with us as well. Thank you. There she is. And representative for 3rd District Supervisor Don Rao, again, wears many hats, Elaine Villarreal. And I'm not seeing her from NASA, Leslie Kunkelman. I'm not sure if she was able to make it today. From NASA, yes, sir. Also from NASA, and one of those people who was part of the start of this program, Marcy Winfrey. Thank you for being here. And some very special guests from Garner Holt Education Through Imagination, Mr. Bill Tynan. What a wonderful contributor to this project. President of Garner Holt Education Through Imagination, Ryan Rainbolt. Thank you for coming. And a little bit nervous, this is quite a celebrity here, Mr. Garner Holt. Thank you for coming. And if there's anyone else from the community in support, thank you for being here. If I missed you, I apologize, but such a great gathering. Students, look at who you've got here supporting you. You've got all of us behind you. Thank you. Okay, so there was another person that we had invited to come, the chancellor who oversees all 116 community colleges in the state of California. We asked him to come. He couldn't make it from Sacramento today, but he did record a message for all of you to hear. This is Chancellor Eloy Ortiz Oakley. And with that, I will let you listen to him, and we'll get on with the program.
It's a pleasure to be with you to celebrate this Creative Confidence program, to celebrate these young men that you're highlighting today and the work that they've done, in particular, these young Black men who are writing the future of communities like Barstow, like California, like the rest of our country, so critical to our future. So thank you for bringing everyone together. Thank you for highlighting not only the challenges that young Black men face, but also giving them the opportunity to showcase their talent, the amazing talent that these young men are demonstrating. So thank you for coming together. I also want to thank President Eva Bagg and her entire team at Barstow Community College, the Board of Trustees, and the Growing Inland Achievement Group for supporting this work, for highlighting this work, and for showcasing this talent. You know, several years ago, I had the honor of serving as president of Long Beach City College, and in that community, we formed the Long Beach College Promise. We brought everybody together, Long Beach Unified, Cal State University Long Beach, the mayor's office, city council, business groups, all together to put a focus on the young people of the greater Long Beach region. Very similar to what you're doing today, creating a promise of opportunity for the young men and women in the greater Barstow area. And today, you're celebrating the talent of young Black men, which is so critical to our future, so critical to them and their families, particularly now, in this moment, as we emerge from the pandemic, as we emerge from years of racial reckoning. It's critically important that we give these young men every opportunity to succeed. And we will be a better community for it. We will be a better country for it. So thank you all for the work that you're doing, for highlighting this great talent, for building the confidence in these communities, and for committing yourself to creating a promise of opportunity for the greater Barstow region. We have a lot to learn throughout California, what you're doing, and I hope this sets a new example of how we need to do work different. For far too long, for decades, we've allowed Black and African American communities to be left behind in educational attainment. We can no longer afford to do that. And we can no longer afford to do the same things that we have always done. So that's why it's so important for communities like Barstow to show us a different way forward.
We got some heavy folks that are supporting and celebrating with you, young men. I want to just pause for a minute and pivot. We've celebrated our great distinguished guests that are here, and we forgot just a few. I want to give it up for the parents of these young men. Can we go ahead and salute them? Can we salute them for an excellent job? I don't know how often we get educators all around the room to really salute our parents, and I want to say thank you so much. You guys are awesome. You've done an awesome job. These young men are really on the brink of greatness. In fact, I believe they're already great. And so not only do I want to salute the parents, but there's some kids that are sitting here on the floor that really deserve just to be celebrated just with a round of applause. Hold them. I want to say this real quick. I said this to the kids the one time that I did get to speak to them in a presentation. I'm a pastor, and I love this verse from Proverbs chapter 18, verse 16. It says this: a man's gift will make room for him. And I don't have much of a gift. I got a little bit, right? And so, but I'm grateful for that, that it's made some room. It's caused some things to move out of my way. But the back end of the verse says, it starts off, a man's gift will make room for him. But the end of it says, and bring him before greatness, before great men. And I believe that we're standing before great men today. Can we stand on our feet and give these youngsters some props? Can we give them a standing ovation? I don't know if they ever had one before. Yeah. Fine job. Thank you. So I don't know if you guys ever had a standing ovation. Before today, you couldn't say it, but today we'll say it right now. You had a standing ovation. You deserve a million more. So congratulations on all that you have done, and congratulations as you forge into your future. We are so proud of you. We believe the nation is in great hands, and let's do it. We want to introduce the Garner Holt team, who will present to us just a little bit. We have Janine Hobbs, Danya Morales, and we also have Chandler Greeno. Did I say that right? I did. Oh, thank you. And so let's go ahead and give them a round of applause as they come up. Garner Holt.
Well, this is a part of our team. I would like to ask another part of our team to join us, if you could. Ryan and Bill, if you please join us. So the three of us would not be here without them, and then none of us would be here without Garner. because his name is actually the beginning of our team, Garner Holt. And we have just like a little 5-minute clip that we'd like to introduce to you or give to you about the company itself. But I actually am going to turn to my administrators and tell you both, thank you so much for allowing us to come here. Allowing us to come here to be a part of this program, to be a part of your lives, our scholars. And parents, thank you so much for having your students come here to be with us. It means a lot to me and a lot to our team to be a part of this, because we as a company are always involved in helping give hope to students and their future. And we can't give hope to their future and, give them that hope about their future without talking about jobs or talking about something that they're passionate about and talking about what you are all wearing on your shirt today, creative confidence. And it's been a real journey being a part of this program. So I want to thank you all and thank Garner, thank you so much for allowing us to be a part of you and your life and your journey. And so I'd like to segue into showing you a little bit about our company, Garner Holt Education Through Imagination. If you guys could roll that clip, please.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I'd like to tell you a story about audio animatronics. Audio animatronics bring amazement and magical entertainment to theme parks all over the world. Whether it's talking automobiles, historical figures, or haunted holiday heroes, animatronics bring stories to life through mechanical innovation, immersive experiences, and technical wizardry. These highly sophisticated characters require feats of conceptual digital design, creative engineering, manufacturing, programming, and visual and performing arts to produce the illusion of life and suspend disbelief.
Audio animatronics?
Right, audio animatronics.
The first animatronic was built in the early 1960s by Walt Disney's WED Enterprises, which we know today as Walt Disney Imagineering. More than 50 years later, the complexity, artistry, and wonder of animatronics has advanced with the help of some of the most creative minds in the world. As a young dreamer tinkering in his parents' garage, Garner Holt knew his destiny was to create the wondrous and captivating mechanical figures he'd seen on his first trip to Disneyland. Over 40 years later, his passion and inspiration for his work is stronger than ever. Today, Garner Holt Productions is the world's largest manufacturer of theme park animatronics in more than 35 countries on 6 different continents. Looking back, Garner attributes so much of his success to teachers who allowed him the freedom and flexibility to learn in the ways that he learned best, and in the direction that his imagination and creativity was leading him.
Animatronics, in a way, are kind of like a magic trick. You're actually creating something and fooling people with something that is, almost like a mechanical or an electronic magic trick. Animatronics are kind of like a three-dimensional movie where the characters actually stepped out of the movie and now they're right in front of you. I started on a single card table in the garage, and now we have hundreds and hundreds of tables, and we have all kinds of machinery and equipment, and we do the things that we do. But the heart of all of this, the most important thing, are the staff and the employees that do what they do. I have about 70 of the most talented animatronic creators in the world. There's so many different things. If you start with, creating the design for a figure, you basically start with an artistic concept. In creative design, we grow and mill the character or sculpt the character. We go through plastics, figure finishing, skins, we have body shells. We do mechanical production for the frameworks and structures. The electronic department gets involved to where the electronics are done to create the character's functionality and movements. There's programming involved, there's costuming involved to put an ultimate costume on the character, voiceover work, props, staging, lighting, sound. So there's so many things involved with a character that maybe, 40 or 50 different disciplines to create an animatronic figure. I think the important thing is that an animatronic figure, if done well enough, it brings out some form of reaction. Many times when I was at Disneyland, I would study Lincoln and watch the figure, but after a while, I started watching the audience. And what's amazing is, here's a figure who is a mechanical plastic figure that is standing up from his seat and speaking in the words that Lincoln spoke. And you would have the audience break out into tears. And they're looking at him as the president. They're not looking at him as a plastic machine. They're actually becoming emotional listening to Lincoln's speech. That's the kind of thing that's important to me, something that brings out an important emotion. I think we've succeeded in entertaining when we do that.
Garner Holt Productions, currently a 70-person company, has created thousands of characters for audiences around the world. Garner's story is one of inspiration, imagination, entrepreneurship, and innovation. And today, the company he founded while still in high school has expanded to include an education division dedicated to supporting schools and school districts in reaching their educational goals. Garner Holt Education Through Imagination is a STEAM learning and career exploration company inspired by the work of Garner Holt Productions and the story of Garner Holt. Seamlessly intertwining science, technology, engineering, art, and math, animatronics are an exceptional vehicle for students to discover and explore interests, talents, and passions steeped in a world of imagination and storytelling magic.
Thank you again, Garner, Ryan. I'm going to ask if Bill Tynan could come up and say a few words, please.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I'm going to take this off here. Wow. Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon. It's really, really wonderful to be here. My name is Bill Tynan, and I'm really lucky to be part of the Garner Holt Education Through Imagination team, and feel very, very fortunate to have been part of this project. And I'd like to begin in a place that I think is most important, and that's in a place of gratitude. And first and foremost, I'd like to express my gratitude to the young men who are sitting here today, the young men who took a chance on a program and a project without any guarantee of success, without any guarantee of what was necessarily going to happen, but a willingness to trust the process and to put themselves out there. And I think that's really the definition of vulnerability. And so to all the young men, thank you for your willingness to give this a shot and to really stretch beyond the limits of your comfort zone. And that's something we enjoy talking a lot about in our work, is trying new things that you've never done before and taking the chance to see what might happen. I'd like to also express gratitude to the families as well who are here today for doing the very same thing, for trusting this process, trusting us with your children, trusting that they will be safe, and trusting that they will be in an experience that would help them tap into some confidence that maybe they didn't know they had, or maybe they didn't know quite how to really bring it out. And so to all the families, thank you. To the Barstow Community College team, thank you for allowing us to be part of this journey. Dr. Bagg, Thomas, Elena, and to all the other members of the team who I just really, really enjoyed working with over a long period of time, really, really dreaming about what this could be, brainstorming, soliciting ideas, encouraging people to express their creativity, and really considering what this program could look like, and most importantly, the impact that it could have. And to the greater Barstow community at large, thank you for inviting us into your community and allowing us to work with these young men who are here today. So I'd just like to say to you that throughout this program, you've had the opportunity to think about STEAM learning. And if that acronym is new to you, STEAM stands for science, technology, engineering, art, and mathematics. And you won't be surprised to hear this, but at Garner Holt Productions and Garner Holt Education Through Imagination, we happen to believe that animatronics are just this really incredible way of showing not just each of those elements in and of themselves, but the way that they can come together and create something pretty extraordinary. You had the opportunity to really think about different careers that are out there, and I sincerely hope that you discovered in that exploration things that maybe you didn't know exist, or maybe you didn't know were things that you could actually get paid to do. But above and beyond those elements, for us, the most important part of this program was the opportunity to engage in relationship building and in community building and in storytelling. And so for the students that are here today, thank you for sharing your stories with us. And you did that by showing up. And showing up is often the hardest part. So thank you for sharing your stories with us. Thank you for allowing your creativity to come out. Thank you for being an inspiration for the community. And thank you for being an inspiration for those that will come after you. So it's really, really wonderful to be here. Thank you for this opportunity, and I can't wait to get into the showcase and see what you've done. Thank you.
Let's give it up for Garner Holt and the team. I just want to point this out. Garner Holt is an amazing, amazing company. Well, first of all, I sat next to Garner Holt a few minutes ago. This is him. And I said, "You're Garner Holt." He was like, "Yeah, I am." Anyway, that's my confession. But the whole team, the Garner Holt team, they're so great. The company is so wonderful. We went down last year, I believe it was, to go visit the facility, got a tour, was blown away. We were at awe as we watched how they do what they do. We even saw Garner Holt riding on that beach cruiser. Like, he really does that. It's a real thing. But here's what's more amazing than what they do in that building. What's amazing to me, at least this is to me, the fact that they wanted to come all the way to Barstow for you. They thought that much of you. That should say something about how special you are, what you mean, and the value you bring to this world. We're going to pivot, and I want to introduce a woman who's been pivotal in the GIA Creative Confidence Project. She's been there every step of the way, and she was there in the creative part of it, the beginning stages, and she also walked with these kids. She spent time with these kids. They know her well, and she knows them well, and so it's been a great thing to watch their relationship grow as she kind of supervises them, and she's like a supervisor, mentor, all that. But I want to introduce to you from Barstow Community College, Elena Rivera. Let's give it up for her.
Okay, everyone, I want to just celebrate the students and share with the students how many people came about to be able to organize this program and how it was a true effort of collaboration and collective impact, meaning a lot of people came together to be able to make this become a reality just for you. I want to, first of all, mention some of the names in the leadership committee. We have Dr. Bagg, Vice President Tim Botengan, Director Lisa Holmes, Dr. Helga Wild, Thomas Holland, PIO Amanda Simpson, Hassani X, Tanisha Young, Jean Odenbrown, the Garner Holt team, and then we also have other administrators here at the college, our Vice President Didi Garcia, Vice President Jennifer Burchett, and our new VP, Henry Covarrubias. And I really enjoyed working very closely with the principal of Barstow Junior High, Eusebio Zavala, Dean of Students, Martha Reyes, and our school nurse, Renee Gonzalez. Thank you so much. I also want to acknowledge very key people, community partners that came about to make this happen. And I want to ask for Debbie Albin and Sylvia Harris to come here to the front with the Victor Valley Transit Authority, please. I have some certificates here. Without their partnership that provided transportations for the students from Barstow Junior High to the college and back, they saved us. They saved us because that was kind of a challenging situation, and together we put our heads together and said, oh my gosh, VVTA, they do such a great job in the community, let's ask them. And Dr. Bagg went and asked, and it came about. It's so wonderful. So I want to say thank you for your valuable partnership in providing the transportation and supporting the efforts of the Creative Confidence 8th grade project. Thank you so much. And another key valuable partner, community partner, is Billy's Kitchen. Billy, Braun, and Sam, please come on up. They provided lunch for these kids every single meeting all year long. Okay. Billy has a few words while I get her goodies.
Hi guys, I just want to say that I'm so proud of you guys, and thank you for Barstow Community College for allowing me to feed these boys. But I did want to say something to you guys. You know what? They say a way to a man's heart is through his stomach, and Billy's Kitchen got to feed you guys for many, many weeks, and we look forward to partnering again. But I want you guys to know that Billy's Kitchen is also a safe place for you guys to come and sit, visit, hang out with your friends, and we also have a boosted Wi-Fi for you guys to do your homework. So you guys can come on down. Barstow Community College partnered with us so you guys can have free Wi-Fi. So come on down and see us, okay? Don't let this be the end of Billy's Kitchen. I'm so proud of you guys.
Also, I would like to highlight some key figures that came in as much as they could. Every time we had a session at Barstow Junior High and here in the black box, I would like to call up Christopher Corley, Frank Gilliam, Watson Hammond. Please come and get recognized as key mentors of the program. And also Thomas Holland, please come. And then I also have give them a round of applause. They truly did hands-on work with the students. Thank you. Alrighty, everyone, I would like the following people to please stand, but hold your applause till the end. Each one of these individuals will get a certificate to recognize their contributions as keynote guest speakers to the students that brought in different lessons and awareness, information, and motivational and inspirational talks. We have Anthony Jackson. He's the founder of CEO and creator director of Independently You, Collectively Us. Api Leolofi, he's the athletics counselor and associate professor here at Barstow Community College. Bushan Carpenter, executive director of Reaching Our Kids and pastor of Total Restoration Church. Carrie O'Neill, we have K-12 Pathways Coordinator and Curriculum Specialist. Derek Delton, Superintendent of Oro Grande School District. He's watching us virtually. Devin Vargas, Interim Civic Center and College Events Manager at Barstow Community College. He's right over there in the back. Frank Guercio, Makerspace Director of Barstow Community College, is watching us virtually. Hassani X, President at Lead Your Story, right there, the gentleman in the back. And Joan Otto-Brown, Founder and CEO of Smartpreneur. And Tanisha Young, Dean of Counseling and Student Services at Barstow Community College, right over there. Thank you so much. Each one contributed greatly in giving talks to the students, and each of the students connected to different speakers. So we had a variety of topics and experiences shared with them, which was key for this program. And now I would like to call up some of the staff that really just went beyond the scope of work in making this program happen behind the scenes. I want to call up Jackie Diaz, Samantha Leyland, Danny Martinez, please come up to the front, Glenn Barr, and Tim West. Okay, I know we have a few shy people. They need to come down. I really need you guys down here.
We're not shy, we're up here. Hello.
Okay, we have, you know what, staff members, you guys contributed your talent and unmeasurable support in this effort. I am so grateful to you. She took awesome pictures of the kids and everything. Danny Martinez, I know he's out there somewhere, but I'm going to tell you, he's behind the scenes. He sets everything up. He puts everything away, and he just does it with a smile. It's amazing. So thank you, Danny. And then Glenn Barr and Tim West, you rascals, you're back there, up there, taking charge of the room over there, control center. But I want to tell you, Glenn and Tim, you really are our superheroes. And although you don't want to come down, I'm going to make you wear these. Pick your color.
Oh, no. You don't have purple?
Oh, I don't have purple.
I'll take red.
Okay.
Super.
Where's the there you
I
go.
don't know, man. Don't strangle me. It's okay, you can do it. Okay.
We have one for Tim and also for Danny. So everyone, I just want to say thank you so much for collaborating. But I have to, oh, we got Tim in the house. Come on, Tim. You get to pick your color.
Blue.
Okay.
All right. Is this a cape or something?
It's a cape because you're my superhero.
Next.
We couldn't put this on without our IT technology folks, so thank you so much. But I now want to recognize the parents. Whenever this program started and whenever I got access to their cell phone numbers, they got to know me that I like to text. And they're like, who's this woman She's not even from Barstow Junior High, so I try to explain and try to call in. I know everybody's busy at work and family and so forth, but they started responding, and in that manner, we built some relationship. I got to know them a little better and their families, and it was really awesome. I mean, I got a lot of Happy Mother's Day messages from them. It was really cool. And the siblings from our students also were, I just got to learn more stories about the kids through their parents, and I'm like, it was really cool. But I have to say, I recognize that you are doing a fabulous job balancing everything in life, in your family and in your home. So let's give them a strong round of applause because they're doing it. I have two parents that are going to come and speak briefly. We have Miss Tanise Wilson. Will you please come up for a bit? Or I'll take the microphone to you. Don't you worry. Miss Tanise Wilson, parent of Jacob.
Well, I just want to thank your program for giving my son the opportunity to.
And this day was that.
Thank you so much. Next, we have Miss Elizabeth Liz Casas, mother of Anthony.
I just want to say thank you to each and one of you who took part to make this project happen. Thank you from the bottom of my heart, because my son has just mind-blown me. This program is just amazing, and I just want to say thank you from the bottom of my heart, each and every one of you. I don't know your names, but from the staff to Miss Elena, each and every one of you, Billy, thank you so much, and it means a lot to me as a parent. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. Continue doing it. Continue. Thank you.
Anybody else? As you can see, we have a lot of parents here today, very excited and proud of their students. So with that, my piece is over. I'm going to hand it back to Pastor Bouchon.
So I want to say this quickly about Elena Rivera, and this kind of reflects on Dr. Bagg also. Notice when I said that she was from Barstow College, I didn't say what department or her title, because she's the Director of Adult Education and Foster Kinship. Okay, I'll just leave it at that. But my point is, her focus is not 8th grade young men. And so it speaks to the heart of Dr. Bagg that she would take someone in this department and say, why don't you give a little love to our youngsters here who are not headed to Barstow College next year, or maybe for the next 4 years at least. And so she just wanted to be a blessing to our community. So again, it speaks to the heart of Barstow College that you have people from all these different areas pulling together to pour into your future. And so again, I keep saying it, you're worth it. Let's give them a hand again. We're going to watch a video for just a few minutes. Video. And after the video, I'll give you further instructions about actually looking at what the kids have done on their projects.
There was an opportunity through Growing Inland Achievement to apply for an innovation grant, and we had, the passion, the desire, the idea to do something unique and different, where we wanted to be able to tap into this notion of creative confidence. So we thought that then we could provide innovative immersive learning programs. We partnered with Garner Holt, who we know really focuses on cultivating 21st century skills in young people and doing it in very creative ways. We thought they could help us with this really different kind of program.
Education through imagination really thrives in two separate areas. One is the creation of state-of-the-art educational environments known as the Animakerspace, and the other is in the creation of world-class experiential learning opportunities for students.
I think it provides a unique value to students. I think they're able to explore and see so many different career paths, dozens and dozens of career paths that they never would be exposed to before that. And I think that builds confidence. I think that creates, inspires them to do more when it comes to their careers and gives them more opportunities. And I think by combining that in our amazing classrooms, Animaker spaces, I think that's an opportunity that's unique, that's never been done before.
Well, for us, creative confidence is really about helping students unlock their full potential. And when we think about students' potential, what we are really talking about is a belief that they do have what it takes to bring their ideas to life, knowing that they may not get it exactly right the first time, and perhaps more importantly, being okay with that.
One of the main ways that I've really noticed growth in these students is in the way that they have stepped out of their comfort zone when it comes to the beginning of the project to now for their final showcase. I really noticed that they got out of that step-by-step mindset, and they were really more inclined to step out of their comfort zone and allow themselves the creative freedom that you see in front of you with all of these projects. And it's been really amazing to see how far they've come.
The GIA program and it targeting African American males has been a great thing. Our company is very proud to be able to work with them. We've been able to help these young men focus on their future and their careers, and to give them hope in what they will do with their future. And so yes, it's been great. And we've been able to focus on brotherhood and community, and seeing them grow in that way, and having them to feel that sense of the village that's around them, and being able to be a part of that myself.
Working with them now, it's almost 4 or 5 months that I've been involved with them every 2 weeks, which has been fantastic. I've seen such a tremendous growth, and in multiple ways. A lot of them have matured, and they've actually developed into great leaders. And also what I've seen and noticed is that they're much more willing to help each other out and hold each other accountable, which is another interesting aspect here. With a creative confidence, I think that's one of the things that comes naturally, leadership, right?
Help me with some stuff that I've never seen before, like coding a robot. I've never thought about coding a robot. I've thought about coding video games, but this is something different. It's like when you have something faulty happen with what you're coding and you don't know what you're doing, you could just ask one of your table mates that you don't know. That's probably why they separated you from all your friends, so you can ask someone you don't know enough to help you out with what you need help with.
Sometimes I don't understand it, but then they help me understand it more. And you get to do it, and being proud of something that you made, and it's just awesome.
It's very important to communicate with others and know how to communicate with others, because it's going to be very hard for you to get through life without being able to communicate with people.
It's very challenging, especially when you don't have the right idea of what you're going to do or how you're going to do it. It's very challenging. Then I just talked to my team. We figured it out. We came up with the idea. They promoted me as leader. Now I'm leader now, so I got to lead these dudes until to the end. You know what I'm saying? All together as one. So that's what we got to do.
I did not think I was going to go to college. I initially wanted to go get a CDL and be a truck driver. And now I would like to start an automotive business. This program has helped me with my confidence and talking to other people and coming out of my shell. It's making me more creative by seeing the things that are possible.
I just think I could get a lot farther. Because language, if you think of it, language arts will be communicating, science would be the actual physical part, and then engineering would be trying to design it or anything else. So it's kind of combining all of those into one thing, and it's helping a lot of people.
To be honest, I like how, cause like I want to become an engineer, and I like how like I want to be able to like inspire kids just how they're doing. One thing that I learned is that it doesn't take a lot of things for you to have to make a certain thing. You could just start from scratch, use whatever you find around, and that'll be it.
For this program, I got confidence because it was helping me out to talk to other people around me. Just quiet, stay to myself. Now I feel comfortable with talking to everybody around me.
I used to be shy, and then I didn't talk to no one, but now they talk to me and show me how to do stuff, and I know how to talk to people. One thing I would remember from 10 years from this program is how I made a whole bunch of new friends and how to do stuff.
Before this program, I was thinking about playing sports, going to college, and then now I'm thinking about going to college and taking engineering classes too. This program will allow people to think about their career and future, instead of playing video games at the house.
I like this program, and it's amazing, and it's fun. You get to hang out with your friends, and so much fun stuff in the program. They putting things together.
It helped me with some challenges I had not faced before. Now I feel more confident at expressing myself more. I'm learning how to join together with all my brothers and stuff. We all learn how to help each other. Before, I was thinking about basketball, but now I'm thinking about engineering.
I feel that the program is fun. I get to chill with my friends after school. I get to learn more about tech. I really like this program. I feel that some of my friends and other people should take it because, personally, it helps, if you got any problems or anything else. And plus, it's just people just trying to help us. And it gives us a different type of state of our creativity. So, yeah.
Because it's fun. You build closer relationships with your friends and also people that you don't know. Figuring out stuff. Some things are more difficult than others, and then some you have to actually use creativity. For me, on a personal level, it helps me talk more, and I can speak in front of people actually better now. Because now I used to be shy, and then I wait for people to come and talk to me.
Fine job, kids. Fine job. We are now going to call up our youngsters. We want to ask them to come up. They've been working for months as teams. They put together projects. They did it. They learned the concept that teamwork makes the dream work. And so they want to show you, really just display what they've been working on in the area of STEAM and also building their creative confidence. And so I'm going to ask them to come up one by one, if you don't mind. When I call your name, just come up and stand behind the table, and I'll do it quickly. Anthony Stanton. Come on up. Let's give him some love. Come stand up here. David Luttrell. Anywhere around there. It's cool. I'm not supposed to be saying. Oh, Devion Fortune. You notice most of them are taller than me, right? Draylon Brown. Dwayne Cummings. Isaiah Thompson, Jaden Wingo, Jacob Wilson, Jamar Elliott, Jalen Beverly. Is Keith Culberson here? Keith Culberson, come on up, let's do it. Jamal Williams, Jason Randall, Jaden Childs, Jeremiah Harris, Nathan Glover online. Let's give it up for Nathan. Quentin Hunter, Travion Vital, and True Love Rivers. Here's what we're gonna do. It's gonna be a little chaotic, but we're gonna do it. We're gonna stop and allow just folks to come up. I wouldn't advise us all to come up at once. Just come up and take a look at what they're doing and just ask them what they did and how they did it. We're just gonna take this break to celebrate and showcase what these kids have been working on creatively and scientifically. So we're gonna go ahead, let's do it this way. How are we gonna do it? If anybody on this side, that's where we're gonna go with parents first, right? Parents first? We got that? All right. Parents, if you want to come up, if you feel comfortable, come up at just look at what your kid's been working on. Take a peek at it. Ask them how they did it, what this is all about, and so just in the interest of maximizing and optimizing what we're doing, this is probably, if you're not up here, it's probably a good time for a restroom break. Drinks, refreshments. We'll have refreshments afterwards. There's too many bodies in front.
You said get in or get out? I'm not sure. She said
Jacob's gonna help? Okay. Okay.
Testing.
So creating these projects wasn't easy, and I think it would be best to hear it from some of our students themselves. Jacob, can you tell us a little bit about how you came about your project and what were some of the struggles, the hardest parts?
The hardest part was when to getting the servo to connect and work right, and then try and get the body, the head, and everything to look right, like a rhino. That was probably the hard part.
How did you come up with the idea of making it so 3D? Because your rhino is pretty big, right? You can see it all around. How did you come up with that idea of how to build it?
My idea was to look from our drawings and then kind of shape it out for the pieces that we needed.
What did you think was probably the most challenging part of creating your rhino? Can you show us how your rhino works? Does your rhino have a name?
It's Roxy.
Roxy. And who were your other teammates?
Trey and Jamal.
Trey and Jamal, do you guys want to say something about your project? What did you think was the most challenging part about your project?
The most challenging part was probably building the rhino because it took the whole 3 days to do it.
All 3 days. What about the funnest part about building your project?
Probably painting it and stuff. Then, yeah.
How did you work with your team members? Did you find that you guys got along really well and you worked well together?
Yeah, it was pretty fun. Yeah.
What about David? David, I know that you and your team members, I believe your other members were Anthony and Quentin. Can you tell us a little bit about your project and what your project is?
My project is a wildebeest. We call him Harold the wildebeest. He's out there grazing on some leaves and in a little desert savanna. Yeah.
Why Harold? Why the name Harold?
I don't know. We actually came up with Harold off the top of our heads, and it kind of fit his description.
What was your biggest contribution to your project?
Probably coding it itself.
Did you find yourself in a position of leadership? Did you delegate tasks, or did you find that it was a group effort?
It was a group effort overall.
Thank you. What about Jeremiah? Jeremiah, would you like to say a couple words about your super cool lion?
I got you. Wait, which one?
So what was your role in creating Hank?
More so designing part, like coloring and stuff like that, like making like the head and stuff like that. Oh, that's it.
And originally it wasn't a lion, right? You had a cobra. Can you tell us a little bit why you decided to go a different route?
The cobra was more challenging than the lion, and that's about it.
What about it was so challenging?
The body part, like making the base. The moving part wasn't so bad, but the making the base was terrible.
Who was in your group? Who was in charge of the programming?
Wait, what you mean?
The programming, like making it turn on. Davion, what would you say was the most challenging part about the programming?
Well, put it together really, like trying to make it move like the way we want it to. Trying to get the right way. Trying to put everything on it, make it look good. Just to try our best, really.
Would you say there was a lot of trial and error in putting it together?
Yes, it was. It was really hard, but we got there. We did it.
You absolutely did, and they really pulled through these last two sessions. They finished it. They did such an amazing project. Seeing their process and just seeing how everything came together. And mind you, a lot of these students had never worked together before, but they did such an amazing job. And if you haven't gotten a chance to come up and interact with their projects, they're all sensor based, and they have a lot of motion and animation. And we're very, very proud of these boys. They're amazing.
Thank you, youngsters. Listen, we're going to make our way back to our seats. We're going to get ready to land this plane. We're going to get ready to land this plane. So we're going to have all the parents, and normally we would have had everybody come. I'm sorry, but we kind of catered to the parents first. We gotta land the plane, y'all. We got to do it. I need to learn how to.
You know, when you're a kid on the playground, maybe even in elementary school, you know, everybody says, well, what do you want to be when you grow up? You know, you talk about that in the sense of a career. You can wrap your whole life around that almost, because some people, they choose a career and that's what they do the rest of their life, you know. And it's great when you can be introduced to opportunities and things that you can see and things that you can experiment with, so you can learn about opportunities that you didn't know existed. Because you know, there are a lot of people that are my age that are 60 years old that still don't know what they want to do when they grow up, and maybe never will. They don't land on something that enthuses them and inspires them and makes them excited. This ETI all started, you know, really many, many years ago. I would take kids through the shop. People figured out 25, 30 years ago that we did something really strange and interesting in the building, and everybody wanted to see what happened, what it was like inside, and go behind the scenes of Chuck E. Cheese and Disneyland and Knott's Berry Farm. I don't know if all of you have been to any of those. You probably will someday if you haven't, but you know, they're kind of magical places where things kind of come alive. And I noticed that everybody coming out of that building had a smile on their face, and they were inspired, just like I was the first time I went to Disneyland and told my parents that's what I wanted to do the rest of my life. You know, some of the people here, I'm honored that people talk about, say, you know, he's a celebrity. I'm not a celebrity. I'm an ordinary person, just like everybody in this room. The only thing that I have that might be a little different, that all of you can have, there's this word that it doesn't get used a lot called assiduous. And I'm a extremely assiduous person. That's probably more so than anything else. And assiduous means persevering to a fault. That means just driving and persevering to a fault. I had lots of obstacles. You guys will have lots of obstacles in your life, tons of obstacles. I had tons of obstacles. Seemed like I could never do it. It would never work, but I never gave up. I just kept pushing ahead, knowing that I wanted to create this business and make it work. For the first 10 years of my business, I slept on the floor in a sleeping bag in my business because I couldn't afford to even have an apartment. My business was my apartment. So I went through a lot of trials and tribulations, and all of us do that. But you never give up, and you can get where you want to go. You get to do something, you try hard to do something that you really, really love. And people say this all the time, and it's kind of a overused thing, but they say, if you do what you love, you never work a day in your life. And that's true. I'm a perfect example of that. I go to the shop every day, and it's not like going to work. I'm going to build giant toys that make people happy. And now, some of the best work we're doing after 45 years is this, which is being able to take some of the things we've learned and inspire young men like yourselves to be able to learn about career opportunities that you can't get excited about a career opportunity if you don't know it exists, right? So when you do this, you learn about all these different things, art and mechanics and electronics and things like that. We all know the robots are coming. The world is robots. It's all coming, you know. Things are robots that you don't even think are robots. Teslas, the cars that drive themselves, they're just robots that you sit in and they drive you around. You guys will be working next to robots. You'll be designing them. You'll be building them. You'll be maintaining them. You'll be coding them. You'll be working next to them. You may be selling them. I mean, they're going to be a part of your life. So these things kind of give you a little bit of an opportunity to see mechanical, electronic, coding, all these kinds of things. You all have the power to do whatever you want in your life, and you will all have obstacles of different types that I didn't have, and there'll be some that I've had that you'll never have. But all in all, we just never give up, and we just keep working at it, and we learn, we find out what we want to do, we focus on that, and we move forward. I heard a couple of you say, oh, I wanted to do this, but now I want to be an engineer, or I want to get into electronics or something like that. That's what this is all about, you know. So make some choices and let this help you learn more about it. And so it's been an honor to be able to bring that to you and try to help, in our way of how we can contribute to your lives. So thank you for giving me that opportunity.
Last thing today. Hey there. I want to call up Elaine Villarreal, who's the representative for the County Supervisor, Don Rao. She's going to give some presentations along with Ida Hermosillo from Growing Inland Achievement. And she is the director over in that area. Let's give them a hand as they come and love on our children.
I'm going to read what this says. This is a certificate of recognition for Barstow Community College Inland Achievement. It is presented by Supervisor Don Rao, San Bernardino County Board of Supervisors. Supervisor Rao of the County of San Bernardino, State of California, does hereby congratulate you on your outstanding performance and commitment to higher education. Best wishes on all your endeavors. I'm very proud of you. I'm very proud to be here to represent her and give you guys these certificates. I am thrilled, and I hope you all go on and be engineers or scientists or in the art parts. It's really been inspiring to watch you all, so I'm really proud to be here.
First of all, I'd like to say thank you for being here. What an honor. Growing Inland Achievement does a lot of work behind the scenes, and whenever we get the opportunity to come to things like this, we do whatever it takes. This is what makes our work, like Garner said, fun, and it doesn't make us feel like we're going to work every day. So we just want to recognize you today for your participation, inclusive of the parents. You guys are a big part of this journey, and for challenging yourselves to embark creativity and imagination. We're so extremely proud of you, and we hope to see more of you in the future. So congratulations and thank you.
Okay, I'd like to start with Anthony Stanton. David Luttrell. Davion Fortune. Congratulations. Darylyn Brown. Dwayne Cummins. Congratulations.
Fine job.
Isaiah Thompson. Jaden Wingo. Jacob Wilson. Congratulations. Jamar Elliott. Jamal Williams. Jason Randall. Jaden Childs. Jeremiah Harris. Nathan Glover. Okay, we'll make sure he gets it. Quentin Hunter. Trevon Vital. True Love Rivers. Okay. I would just like to say congratulations, guys. We're so proud of you. All of everybody in this room. That's the list. That's the list I was given. We'll make sure you get them. Please, please come up. Please come up. I apologize. You will get your certificate.
Oh, okay. Keith, no.
Congratulations. I'm sorry.
And Keith, one for Keith.
We'll make sure you get them.
Okay, perfect.
We'll make sure you get them. Yeah.
Are you having, is your Nathan's?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
You want me to say what it is? Or you want
It'd mean a lot to us if we can get a photo with
So before we close out, I just want to say that they have these little swaggy black bags. They got something in it. So let me just say what it is. They got certificates, but they all got brand new Chromebooks. Congratulations, fine job. Listen, if you can stay right where you are, we want to take a couple of pictures and we're out, y'all. A couple of pictures and we're out. Listen.
Before we leave, I'd like to thank these two ladies with a little something.
Okay, yes. So you kind of stay in the same area. One thing, I'm sorry, I just got my brothers. One time. All right. We just want to give presentations. We want to make sure we want to thank the folks that made this possible. Here's Dr. Bag. We got some presentations. Just right quick. I thought it was the last thing, but this is. Blame it on me.
Real quick, and young men, I'd like you, because I know you love these ladies, have done so much.
Martha Reyes from Barstow Junior High School, Dean of Students. And Elena Rivera. Let's give it up for Elena. Fine job. Listen, this concludes our program. If you could, start getting in position for photos. We get in position for photos. Here we go. Let's go ahead and give a round of applause one more time to our students, our young scholars, scientists. Garner Hope, thank you. Barstow Community College, thank you so much. Growing Inland Achievement, thank you so much for the grant, for funding this, for making it a possibility. We're so appreciative in Barstow.